Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you to India Insight 2021, a quiz conceptualized by Vidyaniketan Public School from Bangalore, not just for people across India, but for people across the world to celebrate India and to do that in a new medium, digitally. Presenting this quiz to all of you is a young talent, the only professional lady quiz host across Asia, who in 2020 by the Business Today group was recognized among the 40 under 40 emerging leaders and creators of engaging content from India. She is an alumnus of NITK Surathkal and has been a passionate educator, especially loves children. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome your host, Miss Rashmi Furtado.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, to this India Insight quiz, the senior category, conceptualized by Vidyaniketan Public School in association with Greycaps Knowledge Tribe. This initiative was initially started by Mrs. Prema Rajagopal, the founder of Vidyaniketan Public School, way back in 2004. She did this with an intention of fostering young minds of India, so in a manner that they are aware of Indian culture and they are proud of their history while using all of these strengths and knowledge that they have to embrace a brighter future. This quiz this year has gone global and we have had participants from over 9 countries taking part in this quiz. Over 15,000 children taking part in the first round, 500 qualifying to the second round, and top 32 qualifying to this quarterfinals. And today I welcome you to the first quarterfinal of the senior category. Before we move on, let me invite Mr. Vijay Krishna Rajagopal, an erudite leader and the director of the Vidyaniketan Public School, to join us. He has over 15 years of experience as an academic and an educator. He holds a master's degree in education with honors from the University of Western Australia. A very good quizzer himself, he is the world runner-up of the World Teachers Quiz. Mr. Vijay, if you could please join us and share your thoughts.
Dear students, welcome to India Insight online quiz. We are really happy that we are able to host the India Insight quiz online. This quiz was conceptualized in the year 2004 by our founder principal, late Srimati Prema Rajagopal. As a school, we always believed that children need to be instilled with the values and traditions of our great country. And this was the genesis of India Insight. We are really happy to note that many schools from the country are taking part. Also, there are many schools from abroad that are sending their students to participate in this global event. I wish all the students the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vijay. Let's quickly understand and know who our quarterfinalists are. So first up, we have here from Apple Global School in Ahmedabad. That's here for you. Coming up next is Mehuli Datta from DPS East in Bangalore. Up next is Ananya from National Academy for Learning North in Bangalore again. Up next is Purvasha Nidar from Bhavans BP Vidya Mandir in Nagpur. Following her is Anjali from Sri Kumaran's Children's Home in Bangalore. Following her is Prisha Malviya from Mahindra Girls School, Kanchipuram. And finally, we have Nandini Yadav from Rukmini Devi School, Delhi. So welcome all of you kids. Do well. Good luck to all of you. I have explained the rules to all of quarterfinalists already. Let me quickly run through them again. I have 10 questions for all of you here today. all 10 on the buzzer. +1 if you get it right, -1 if you get it wrong. Once I ask the question, when one of you presses the buzzer, I will call out that person's name, and at that point in time, you will unmute yourself and give me the answer. Otherwise, at all points in time, I will require you to keep your mics on mute. There are no 2 attempts on these questions. So after one person gives an answer, even if it is wrong, the question will die. Also, once I ask the question will stay alive or active for about 5 to 7 seconds. And after that, the question will lapse and we will move on to the next question. One thing to remember here is that 4 out of these quarterfinalists will move on to the semi-final. So let's see who that is going to be. The rest of the rules are clear to all of our finalists. So let me quickly get into our quarterfinal here today. All right, all the best to all you quarterfinalists. The first question of this quarterfinals. Here we go. Yakshagana was developed in which state of our country? All right, I have Anjali on the buzzer. Go on, Anjali.
Karnataka.
Karnataka, +1 to you. I think we started with an easier one. I thought it will just motivate all of them. Karnataka is the right answer. +1 to you, Anjali. Moving on to question number 2 of this quarterfinal. Which battle fought during the British rule in India is often referred as the Stalingrad of the East? Let me repeat that term, Stalingrad of the East. This would be sometime around World War II. That would be the timeline. All right, no one trying. I wouldn't really put it on them. It's not their fault. This particular war is kind of lost a little bit in history and not too many people are aware of it. This particular battle is called Battle of Kohima. Battle of Kohima is what it is known as. Go back and check. It has a very interesting history. Moving on to question number 3 of this quarterfinal. Here we go. What was the name of the women's regiment of the Azad Hind Fauj? All right, I have Ananya on the buzzer. Go on, Ananya.
The Rani of Jhansi regiment, which was named after Rani Lakshmibai.
All right, +1 to you. You're absolutely right. The Rani of Jhansi regiment, the answer I was looking for. Moving on to question number 4 of this quarterfinal. What was the code name given for the Indian Army's military operation to seize control of the Siachen Glacier in 1984? The Siachen Glacier in Kashmir. Mehuli on the buzzer. Go ahead, Mehuli. You're on mute, Mehuli. You'll have to unmute yourself.
Operation Meghdoot.
+1 to you. You're absolutely right. Operation Meghdoot was the answer I was looking for. All right. As of now, the scores, Mehuli on 1, Ananya on 1, and Anjali on 1. 3 of them are in the positives already. That's a very good scoring. And I have only completed 4 questions. I have 6 more to go. Let's see what happens. 4 of them qualify. All right. Question number 5. Here we go. The Battle of Hydaspes was fought between Alexander the Great and which ruler of the Paurava dynasty on the banks? Anjali on the buzzer. Go ahead, Anjali.
Porus.
Absolutely right. +1 to you. King Porus, the answer I was looking for. I think the Paurava dynasty was a good clue for her and she immediately got Porus, right? +1 to you. And with that, she goes to 2 points. Is that a good place to be? Let's see. Question number 6. Here we go. Satriya is an Indian classical dance form from which state? Satriya is what I said. S-A-T-T-R-I-R-I-Y-A. Oh, I thought this would be easy. Here on the buzzer. Go ahead here.
Assam.
Could you repeat that here?
Satriya is from Assam.
Assam. +1 to you. You're absolutely right. Assam, the answer I was looking for. With that, we have 4 of them in the positive scores already. Nobody is on a negative, which means they still have a very good chance to build on their scores. All right, moving on to question number 7. Here we go. Which British Governor General introduced passenger trains, electric telegraph, and uniform postage in India? Interesting. Okay, no one going on the buzzer and the time lapses. Oh, I'm sorry here. I just said the time lapsed. You cannot try anymore. The answer I was looking for, ladies and gentlemen, is Lord Dalhousie. Dalhousie, the answer I was looking for. Something that all of us have actually studied in probably in our high school or something. In our schools, yeah. So you must have definitely heard that name. Moving on to question number 8. Dharwad and Kalaburgi are the 2 benches of which High Court of India? Ananya on the buzzer. Go ahead, Ananya.
Karnataka.
Perfect. +1 to you. You're absolutely right. Karnataka High Court, the answer I was looking for. We have 2 more questions remaining. Let me quickly tell you the scores. We have Ananya and Anjali on 2 apiece and Hiya and Mehuli on 1 apiece. Rest of them are still on nil, but 2 more questions to go. Let's see if they force a tiebreaker or if these 4 are going to make it through. All right, question number 9. Here we go. Humayun's tomb was built on whose orders? I need a name. I need a name. I don't need a relationship. No, I need a name. Okay, the time lapses here. All right, here, always late when she presses the buzzer, the time lapsing here. I am so sorry, I cannot allow you to answer. No points, you can try.
Begum.
Yes, you are right, but that does not fetch you a point since you took too long to answer. Bega Begum, who was the wife of Humayun, she is the one who gave the orders to build Humayun's tomb. The last question of this quarterfinal, here we go. Which river in India cuts the Tropic of Cancer twice? All right, no one trying. And here again, why are you always late? Well, you press the buzzer here. Yes, go ahead. Since I did not say the time is lapsed, you can try. Go ahead.
The Mahi River.
The Mahi River, you're absolutely right. +1 to you. Mahi River, the answer I was looking for. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this quarter-final. The scores, we have Anjali, Hiya and Ananya on 2 apiece and Mehuli on 1. And all 4 of them qualify to the semi-final. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for this quarter-final. Please don't go anywhere. We have the next quarter-final coming up. And trust me, you're going to enjoy it as much as you did for this quarter-final. Take care and be back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear children. I am back with the second quarter-final of the India Inside quiz, the senior category. A quiz conceptualized by Vidyaniketan Public School in association with Greycaps Knowledge Tribe. We have had over 15,000 children taking part across 9 countries in the first round, and 500 of them qualified to the second round. From them, we have top 32 battling against each other in the quarter-final to secure a place in the semi-final. And this today is the second quarter-final of the senior category. Let me quickly introduce our quarter-finalists to all of you. So, first up, we have Nishan from Vidyaniketan Public School, Bangalore. That's him there. Up next is Sai Sudhe from Presidency School, Bangalore South, Bangalore. Anand Soni from Rao Harchand Memorial Public School in Gurgaon. Udbhav from the PSBB Millennium School in Kanchipuram. Following him is Amritanshu from DAV Public School in Khordha. Following him is Dhruva. He's from Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce, Pune. Up next is Shriyansh. He's from Krishna Public School, Raipur. And last but not the least, we have Piyush. He's from Government School of Excellence, Madhya Pradesh. Alright, welcome to all you kids. Do well, all the best. The rules have been explained to the kids, but I'll quickly go over them once again. 10 questions, all on the buzzer. +1 if they get it right, -1 if they get it wrong. No 2 attempts on any question. Also, once I ask the question, I'll wait for about 5 seconds for the question, for any one of them to press the buzzer. But if none of them do, the question dies and we move on to the next question. The remaining rules have been explained to all of these quarterfinalists. So let me quickly move into the questions itself. Good luck to all you kids. Do well. Let's move on to first question of this quarterfinal. Here we go. Which town in Uttarakhand is the point of confluence of rivers Alaknanda and Bhagirathi combining to form? We have Amritanshu on the buzzer. Go on, Amritanshu.
It's Devprayag.
Devprayag, +1 to you. No nonsense answer. He's absolutely right. +1 is what he gets. Devprayag, the answer I was looking for. Moving on, question number 2. Here we go. Subansiri, Dhansiri, Kameng and Manas are the tributaries of which river? Amritanshu, go ahead. Tell me the answer.
Brahmaputra.
Brahmaputra, +1 to you again. I think Amritanshu sort of has good knowledge about the rivers of our country. He's got both the questions right. He's on +2 already. I have 8 more questions remaining. I just started with the quarterfinal. Let's see what happens here. Question number 3. Which mountain range geographically separates northern India? Udbhav on the buzzer. Go ahead, Udbhav.
This is the Vindhya range.
Vindhya range, +1 to you. He's absolutely right. +1 to Udbhav on that. Moving on to question number 4. Luni, Banas, Rupen and Machu. Dhruva on the buzzer, not allowing me to complete the question. Go ahead, Dhruva. You'll need to unmute yourself, Dhruva.
They are the only rivers in Rajasthan which are running through the Thar desert.
Something more. I require something more.
Okay, they are also salty rivers.
You're on the right track. Come on. I'm giving you a fair chance. What you said is not the exact. Go on.
And they go dry in the summers.
All right. I think I've given him a fair chance. -1, Dhruva. I'm very sorry. The question was, where do these rivers drain? These rivers do not drain into any sea. Where do they drain? The answer I was looking for was Run of Kutch. Run of Kutch, the answer I was looking for. That's okay, no problem. We have 5 more questions remaining. I'm pretty sure you'll do well. Don't worry about it. All right, moving on. Question number 5. Name the calligrapher who hand wrote the Constitution of India. Okay, Udbhav on the buzzer. Go ahead, Udbhav.
This is Nandlal Bose.
Oh, -1 to you, Udbhav. The answer I was looking for is Prem Bihari Rai Zada. That's the answer I was looking for. He gets a -1 on that. All right, moving on to question number 6. This quarterfinal is moving very fast. Name the current judicial capital of the state of Andhra Pradesh. Shriyansh on the buzzer. Go ahead.
Kurnool.
Kurnool, +1 to you. Absolutely right. Beautiful answer. He caught on to the judicial capital. Very good. +1 to you. Moving on. Question number 7. Pattisima, which is Pattisema. Pattisima Lift Irrigation Project is a river interlinking project for which two rivers? The first one being Godavari. Which is the second one? Udbhav on the buzzer. Go ahead, Udbhav.
This is the Krishna River.
+1. Absolutely right. Krishna River, the answer I was looking for. Moving on to question number 8. Strawberries of which hill station in India? Shriyansh not allowing me to complete the question. Go ahead, Shriyansh.
Mahabaleshwar.
What do you think my question was?
Strawberries are a part of which hill station it is grown mainly.
All right. I don't want to trouble you. You are right. You get a +1 for that. But the question was, which hill station in our country has got a GI tag, which is a geographical indicator tag for its strawberries? Mahabaleshwar is still the right answer, so he gets a +1 on that. Before we move on, let me quickly tell you where all of our quarterfinalists stand. So we have Udbhav on 1 and we have Amritanshu and Shriyansh on 2 apiece. So technically we have 3 in the positives already. Dhruva currently on -1, but I have 2 more questions remaining. He can very easily negate the -1, come onto a positive and make it to the semi-final. The rest of them are on nil. It's very easy for them to move into the positives and make it to the semi-final. So let's see what happens. At this point in time, I think it is safe to say that Shriyansh, Amritanshu and Udbhav will stay far away from the buzzer, since if they have their strategies right, they will make it to the semi-final, unless they just want to take negatives and get back to nil. I hope that won't happen. They'll keep their buzzers far away. Let's see what happens. Moving on, question number 9. Kavaratti is the capital of which union? Udbhav on the buzzer. Go ahead, Udbhav.
The answer is Lakshadweep.
Lakshadweep. +1 to you. Absolutely right. One more question remaining. Udbhav, Amritanshu, Shriyansh, all on +2. Let's see what happens. One place remaining, one spot still remaining in the semi-final, and 3 of them are in the positives. Question number 10, here we go. What is the name given to the app introduced by the Indian government? Dhruva on the buzzer. Go ahead, Dhruva.
Ma'am, I believe it's Arogya Setu.
Oh, I hope you could have just waited for me, Dhruva. -1. The question for the app introduced by the Indian government for COVID-19 vaccination process. The answer is CoWIN. So with that, Dhruva moves to a -2 and he won't be able to take part in the tiebreakers. Yes, I said tiebreakers because the 4th spot in the semi-final is still empty. So we have Nishant, Sai, Anand and Piyush all on nil. And they have a fair chance now to make it to the semi-final and get the 4th spot there. So all of them will play on a tiebreaker and let's see who makes it to the semi-final. All right. Udbhav, Amritanshu, Dhruva, Shriyansh, you guys cannot attempt for these questions at all. This is only for Nishant, Sai, Anand and Piyush. All right. I hope I'm clear. Rules of the game is pretty much same. +1 if you get it right, -1 if you get it wrong. Everything else is the same. Just one thing, out of the 4 of you, if any one of you get it right, you directly move into the semi-final. If one of you get it wrong, you are out of the tiebreaker and the remaining 3 will continue to battle it out for the 4th spot. All right, I hope that's clear. Let's get into our tiebreakers. All right, tiebreaker question number 1. Nekchand's Rock Garden is in which city? Nishant on the buzzer. Go ahead, Nishant.
Nekchand's Rock Garden is in Chandigarh.
Chandigarh, you're absolutely right. +1 to you. And with this, Nishant secures the 4th spot in the semi-final. Wow. So we have Nishant, Udbhav, Amritanshu and Shriyansh who have secured their places in the semi-final. Good luck to all of you. I hope you all do very well in the semi-final. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this quarter-final. But you come back here. We have many more quarterfinals coming up. Very interesting rounds. I promise you that. You take care and be back soon.